So now let's look at the example to see what we have to do. This company, Warren Jones Investment Company, has $100,000 to invest for the next 4 years. There are 5 possible investment methods, A through E, and we have the data for this investment, the interest rate, and etc. And we assume that any amounts can be invested in these strategies and returns are the same for each dollar investment. To create a diversified portfolio, must limit the amount put into investment to $75,000. This is one limit, the amount of investment each year is $75,000. Should be less than $75,000, and the company wants an investment strategy that maximizes the amount of cash on hand at the beginning of year 5. And at the beginning of any year, it can invest only cash on hand, which includes return from the previous investment. Any cash not invested in any year can be put in a short-term money market account that earns 3% annually. Okay. So these are the input variables and the constraints of this problem. Now let's see how we can solve this example. These are the input variables for the cash interest at the beginning of each year. Here we have cash return for investment. These are the interest rates. Our decision variable is the dollar invested. So we have to select these cells and then go to formula, create a label or name for this range. Maximum per investment. The maximum is $75,000 or B5 equals B5 Okay, so the dollar invested must be less than or equal to the maximum amount of investment. Here's one limitation, and now we have to calculate beginning cash, return from investment, cash invested, and cash after investment. The final cash, it equals summation of these two cells, beginning cash in year 5. At the beginning of year 1, beginning cash equals B4, or initial amount to invest. Is everybody paying attention? Okay. This one equals initial amount to invest, B4. Okay. Returns from investment in year 1, it equals sum product of this row, year 1, by dollars invested. Dollars invested and B19 through F19. Oh, 19. I'm going to color our decision variable orange. This one is our objective variable. I'm going to color it gray, and the rest are the input variables. And this is for the second year. Cash invested, this one equals sum product of dollars invested and for cash invested we can use this B11 through F11. And cash after investment equals beginning cash, or B32 plus returns from investment, C32 minus cash invested, minus D32. And this amount, cash after investment, must be bigger than or equal to 0. This is another constraint. The same for these columns. Beginning cash at the beginning of year 2 equals equals E32 cash after investment of year 1 times investment rate on cash, or B6, plus 1. It received about 3,000 interest at the beginning of year 2. Return from investment for year 2 equals sum product of dollars invested for year 2. We have to select this row, B20 through E20. B20 through F20. Multiplication of these two cell group, cash invested equals again sum product of dollars invested and cash invested for year 2 starts from B12 through F12. F12. And cash after investment, we can copy this formula to this. Again, to calculate the beginning cash at the beginning of year 3, we have to multiply E33 times 1 plus interest rate on cash, B6. Uh, we can copy, see what we get. E21, F21, correct. Copy, paste. It must be bigger than or equal to for year 4 equals F34 times 1 plus B6. Oh, E34. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And for year 5, again, equals F E35 times 1 plus E6. This is for year 5. And sum product of dollar E23, F23. F23. Final cash. Do you guys see any problems in this model? At the end of each year, cash receives 3% interest. So it starts from $1,000, 1,003, 100,003, 100,006, 9, 12. Yeah, it looks to be correct. So now final cash is going to be the objective variable. Let's look at our variables. We have maximum per investment, final cash, and dollars invested. Now we can go to data solver and define our variables. Our objective variable is the final cash, final underline cash. We want to maximize it. Our decision variable is the dollars invested, and we have two constraints. First, dollars invested must be less than or equal to 75,000. Dollars invested must be less than or equal to the maximum per investment, maximum underline per invested. I must have misspelled something. Dollars invested maximum per investment. And the second constraint is that cash after investment at the end of each year must be bigger than or equal to 0. I'm going to define a variable for this range, cash after investment, formula, create from selection. Again, we go to solver. Next constraint is that cash underline after underline investing must be bigger than or equal to 0. Here is our model. We want to maximize the final cash. These are the two constraints of this model. And we check this box for non-negativity constraint. And from this drop-down menu, we select simplex linear programming and solve to see what we get. Right. So here we have the optimal values for the dollars invested. And the final cash with this amount of investment is going to be $286,792. That's how we solve investment problems. Is there any question on this kind of models? Okay. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please join my virtual meeting room. And if something is not 100% clear to you, we can work one-on-one. Thank you very much. Yes?
I was wondering if I could have some help getting caught up with this, just because I had to restart last second.
Okay, sure.
Thanks.